tell you, I've always wanted my own talk show, maybe called Sherri. I don't know. Because I love to have fun. I love people feeling good. When I tell you the battles, people don't understand. When we are in power, the battles we gotta fight that you will never know about. Never. To keep a show on the air.
Y'all.
Wendy Williams was, and still is, on top of everyone's game. Ever since Sherri Shepherd took her daytime slot, Wendy has been itching for it to crumble.
It's being reported, y'all, that things are finally looking up, y'all, for Wendy Williams. And they're saying if the signs are right, they're saying 2026 could be her biggest year yet. Now, they say just one day, honey, after the news broke that her daytime replacement, Sherri Shepherd, is being canceled after 4 seasons. It's being reported, y'all, MTO has learned that producers are actively, y'all, working on a plan to bring Wendy Williams back, y'all, to television.
Girl, Wendy might have kept things cute in front of cameras, but now that Sherri's show has been canceled, she is spilling all the tea on why Sherri could never take her place. But the real question is Wendy about to snatch her spot back on TV? Because if the talk is true, she'll be back soon.
Okay, so Sherri Shepherd. Sherri.
Okay,
so I'm
pretty sure y'all must have heard by now that Sherri Shepherd's show has been canceled, and the news was definitely a surprise. The show has been on for 4 seasons with major bookings like Oprah, Michelle Obama, and 50 Cent. Sherri has had pretty good ratings, at least when compared to similar programs like Jennifer Hudson. Things were going so good that Sherri herself was confident that the show was going to be renewed for 5th season. In fact, she was hoping that the show would be renewed for multiple seasons and finally secure her spot in daytime television. Sources are saying that she already made demands for the changes she wanted on the show, with one of those demands being a pay increase, while reducing the time she spent filming so that she could focus on other things like acting and her comedy. So when the show was intentionally canceled by DeMar Mercury, Sherri felt very blindsided, and the show being canceled was anything but amicable. When the executives at DeMar Mercury confirmed the news, they said, "This decision is driven by the evolving daytime television landscape and does not reflect on the strength of the show production, which has found strong creative momentum this season, or the incredibly talented Sherri Shepherd. We believe in this show and in Sherri and intend to explore alternatives for it on other platforms." So the show was doing that great, and yet they decided to cancel it. It was definitely a surprise, but the one person who saw it coming all along was Wendy Williams. According to Wendy, the reason why the Sherri show was picked up in the first place wasn't because they saw some potential in her or in the show. Instead, all they needed was someone friendly and positive who could replace Wendy Williams. The thing is, long before she got Wendy's slot, Sherri was already shopping around for her own show without much luck. However, as Wendy's health took a turn for the worse, there were several guest hosts running the show at different times pending when Wendy was able to come back, and Sherri Shepherd was one of them. Her segments got positive reviews, and once Wendy was placed under a guardianship, it became very clear that she would not be returning to daytime anytime soon. And that was when it was announced that Sherri was going to get her own show to replace Wendy's. And here's where it gets dicey, y'all. Sherri made the announcement about her new talk show right on the Wendy Williams show, and the network didn't bother to hide that she was Wendy's shining replacement.
Starting in September, I am debuting my own talk show, Sherri! I am so excited because I am going to be joining the DeMar Mercury family. That is the company that produces this show and several others that you love.
She was given the 10 a.m. time slot, and even Wendy's social media accounts from IG and Twitter were renamed to give Sherri all of Wendy's followers. You heard that right. The wild part is that when Sherri launched it, it was so obvious that they were trying to remake the magic of Wendy's brand. The entrances were the same, the segments were similar. I mean, you were basically watching the Wendy's show without the iconic purple chair and the "how you doing" phrase all throughout the show. So, is it any surprise that Wendy was less than pleased and more so pissed off? Before she fell ill, Wendy never had a sick leave, and she was always on time. And she did all of that only to be sent off in this way. And things couldn't get any messier. Sherri threw some major shade at Wendy, telling her that it's better to sit at home and be cared for since she's so sick.
She's not well. So there's just a lot going on in Wendy's life that this is where you need your friends, where you need your family. You need people who love you. So all I can do over here is pray.
According to Wendy, Sherri went out of her way to create this beef with her. Even when she wanted them to sit down and talk things through, Sherri reportedly still found a way to claim that Wendy was jealous of her success. So, now that her show has been canceled so abruptly, Wendy is calling it karma for the way that she was treated and passed over. And if Sherri is hoping that somehow, someway the network would pick her show back up again, then girl, she's going to be waiting forever. Sherri did not have to be or do the same things as Wendy. The goal was for her to get people tuning in every day to see what was going on with her and what she was going to be saying and doing. And unfortunately, that fell very flat. You can get the news and celebrity gossip from anywhere, but the reason why people tuned into Wendy was because nobody was spilling a tea like her. And Sherri just couldn't fill those shoes. Her show didn't lose any money for the network, but it wasn't bringing in big bucks either, like the scale that they had grown used to when Wendy was there. They wanted her to act messy and be bold, but she was all about playing it safe. And sources close to Wendy say that they never believed that Sherri could ever last because no one could do what Wendy did. And perhaps she's right, because word on the street is that producers are itching to give Wendy back her spot.
My goal right now, and the priority, is to get her back home. Wherever home is, not there. Where she can come go as she pleases.
Right here in New York, where I'm working, and you know what kind of stuff I want to do. As a matter of fact, we just met somebody very familiar with. Well,
she wants to get back to work, and she should get back to work.
Right.
People
And
love
we
her.
miss you.
I get more calls in support of her than I've ever had for any client, ever.
Wendy is going to be released from her guardianship within the next 90 days. And the network is pulling all the stops to make sure that Wendy has no choice but to come back, including firing Sherri and giving Wendy her own spot. I mean, Wendy has already rented her new accommodation in New York to begin filming a new show that will allegedly air as soon as Sherri's show closes in the fall. And all those demands that Sherri was making that the network refused to grant. All of that is going to Wendy, with the show getting a bigger budget and more staff, some of which are Sherri's own staff. They even plan to make a custom purple chair for Wendy so that she can glide on stage rather than walk, as a way to manage her mobility issues. And also apologize to her for the way that she was dismissed. And as much as people are empathizing with Sherri for losing her show, people are more so looking forward to see if Wendy will finally make her comeback, because we all know that it is about time. And someone said, never cared for the woman, especially after she filled in Wendy's daytime slot. Sherri should be thanking her. Wendy deserves her spot back. Nobody asked for Sherri. I hate it for Sherri. She stepped into some very big shoes following behind Wendy. She should feel proud of her 4 seasons. Talk shows are not easy. Best wishes, sure. But what I want to know is, would you all like to see Wendy Williams back? If so, let me know in the comments how you're doing. And make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, baddies.